From Kern Government Television, welcome to this week's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting, originating from the County Administrative Center located at 1115 Truxtun Avenue, Bakersfield, California. Kern County's vision is to create and maintain a customer-centered county government designed to garner the confidence, support, and trust of the people we serve. Today's Kern County Board of Supervisors meeting will convene momentarily.
Board to reconvene. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Supervisor Gleason.
Here.
Supervisor Scrivener. Supervisor Maggard.
Here.
Supervisor Couch.
Here.
Supervisor Perez.
Thank you. Supervisor Scrivener is at a national security forum in the Air Force War College, so thank you, Zach, for representing Kern County on the national stage. Appreciate it. Could I please have reports from Mr. Nations regarding actions taken in closed session?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the public's understanding and knowledge, all closed session items that are agendized for today were held. That's items 42 through 49 on the closed session agenda. At this point, there is no reportable action on any of them, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Nations. We'll begin with the consent agenda. There's consent agendas on the back, or agendas on the back of the room. Please help yourself. All items listed with a CA or C above the item number are considered to be routine and non-controversial by county staff. Consent items will be considered first and may be approved by one motion if no member of the board or audience wishes to comment or ask questions. If comment or discussion is desired by anyone, the item will be removed from the consent agenda. It will be considered in listed sequence with an opportunity for any member of the public to address the board concerning the item before action is taken. Is there anybody in the public who would like to remove something from the consent agenda? Oh, I got to read them. I did that again. Okay. Going through the consent agenda, starting on Public Works to Building Development, CA item 4. Item 5 and 6, Public Works Department Engineering is items 7 through 10. County Administrative Office is items 12 through 15. Legislative Matters at 16. General Services Division 17, 18, 19. Human Resources Division 20, 21, 22, and 23. And Matters for Executive Approval, items 24 through 27. Anybody wishing to pull any of these items off the consent agenda? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board for comment and consideration.
Motion to consider.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
The motion is approved. 3 ayes, 2 absent. Supervisor Perez, Supervisor Scrivener.
Brings us to item 1, public presentations. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons to address the board in any manner not on this agenda, but under the jurisdiction of the board. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes. Please state and spell your name before making your presentation. Anybody for public presentations? Seeing none, we'll move to board member announcements or reports.
No, sir.
I have one quick one. I did it this morning. I just wanted to do it again, that the people in Havilah and the Kern River Valley were thrilled with us moving to commemorate our 150th birthday with a board meeting up in Havilah, and the stone monument there is being repaired, marking the plaque on the rock is going to be, we're taking that for action. We're going to put that in real good shape. So thank you, board members, for doing that, and staff, and Teresa and Steve. Okay, moving right along, departmental requests. Number 3, public hearing regarding the County of Kern's fiscal year 2016-17 annual action plan for community development programs and the county's performance relating to planning and administering the community development block grant program, home investment partnership program, and the emergency solutions grant program. Ms. Oviatt.
Thank you. Chairman Gleason, members of the board, I'm here today with Craig Murphy, my division chief. He's going to be moving through some pictures of projects that we've completed under these programs in the past. These, of course, are the federal funds pursuant to the housing and urban development that you receive every year. Some of these funds are passed on to our cooperative cities, so you will see on the list projects for the city of Shafter and Tehachapi and California City. The total amount this year is $6.2 million. The home program, which builds affordable housing, went up a little. The community block grant money went down a little. Some of the money is set aside for those programs when we receive it from the federal government. And then we have a program for emergency solution grants. So this is the money that goes to the Bakersfield Homeless Shelter, that goes to Flood Ministries for homeless outreach as well as relocation and senior programs and veterans programs. We have provided your board in the presentation with all of our public notifications, and what we are providing you today are the selected projects. We did receive other applications. Some of the applications don't qualify, but we do reach out to the community groups and work with them to see if we can have them qualify. As always, there is more need than there is money, but we believe that these projects represent the best use of our funding. As you can see from the summary we provided, so this is the 2016-17, so this would begin in September for next year. We have road improvement projects. We have projects in the Oswell frontage in East Bakersfield, as well as the Virginia Avenue pedestrian and sidewalk improvements. We have a new South Taft pedestrian improvement project for sidewalk and other benefits along Asher Street. These projects are in the preliminary design stage. If we can add to them, we will. We are very excited this year to bring a new project in District 1, which other supervisors may look for in the future. We have put together a senior housing rehabilitation grant program for District 1. So this is countywide in the unincorporated area, which provides up to $20,000 of grant. It's not a loan. They don't have to pay it back, to low and moderate income seniors to do improvements to their homes. They could put a new roof on, they could do septic tank upgrades, they could do on and on-site improvements. We find a lot of people need, as they age, to do improvements to their grab bars, their ramps. This is a very exciting program. We have a rehabilitation program, but we have never done one focused on one district where we've added money. So we're looking forward to implementing this new project, which we believe for our seniors will provide a new source of funding to have them age in place. The addendum that we've given you is just a minor change to the recommendation, adding the word revised applications, and we are available for any questions you may have.
Thank you, Ms. Elliott. I'll open up to the public for your comments. Seeing none, I'll close public and bring it back to the board.
Thank you. I'd move staff's recommendation, and thank you for your report.
Second.
I look forward to all the good things that are going to be done.
Thank you, Loretta. Good report. Please cast your votes.
The motion is approved, 3 ayes, 2 absent. Supervisor Perez, Supervisor Scrivener.
Brings us to item number 11 under County Administrative Office, request for authorization of a temporary accumulated capital outlay general fund loan to the Airports Enterprise Fund for the Phase 1 Runway 30 Right rehabilitation project in an amount not to exceed $1 million.
Mr. Chairman,
Oh, Mr. Nile, there you are.
members of the board, all 3 members of the board, good afternoon. With me today is Elsa Martinez from my office, who will lead us in this discussion. Thank you.
Ms. Martinez.
Mr. Chairman and members of the board, this is a request for your board to authorize a temporary cash flow loan to the Airport Enterprise Fund for the Airport Phase 1 Runway 30R rehabilitation project in an amount not to exceed $1 million. On July 14, 2015, your board authorized the Director of Airports to accept a Federal Aviation Administration grant that will provide funding for 90% of the $18.1 million project costs. The project requires a $1.6 million cash flow. Originally, the department anticipated having sufficient cash flow to cover the match as well as the reimbursement lag. However, the department has indicated that as a result of a change in the project schedule that will accelerate expenditures, the Airport Enterprise Fund will not have sufficient cash flow to cover the reimbursement lag. At this time, it is necessary to provide a temporary cash flow loan that would only be accessed when the project expenditures exceed the available cash in the Enterprise Fund. It is anticipated that the project will be completed by the end of December 2016, and the loan will be repaid by January 2017. This concludes the prepared remarks, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Martinez. Let's open it up for public comment.
David Fluhart, Havelock First District. I figure you guys are going to vote this 304. Just it's a $1,000 loan that's going to be rotated, and it's going to make it possible that $19 million, project on the runway. And I know things might be tight, but that airport's like the future. So of course you're going to put the money there. And I just want to say is I love airports, and just. If you think about what they are and how far they represent our humanity, they're awesome. So hopefully we'll have spaceports and things will get better with the future. And things are tough, but I don't know. Anyways, there's even a diagram supporting the idea and all that good stuff. So I know it's going to be an easy victory. And I could say more about other things and everything. I just kind of quiet and just want to say thank you. And
thank you, Mr.
Have a good day.
Anyone else? Okay, I'll close the public hearing, bring it back to the board for comment and questions and concerns.
Motion to approve, authorize the controller to process the transfers.
Second. Before we vote, Elsa, if it's okay, this is okay with you? That's okay with me. Please cast your votes.
Excuse me, the motion is approved, 3 ayes, 2 absent, Supervisor Perez, Supervisor Scrivener.
That brings us to a close of the day, to adjourn till Tuesday, May 10th, 2016 at 2 p.m. at Kern, at 9 o'clock right here. Look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
So closed.